It's Food Diary Day 3. This is Man at the Fundamental Home, and I actually almost forgot to film, so real fast you get to see Brian's breakfast. Brian, good morning. You get to be the star this week without everybody else here. Don't you love it?
Good morning.
So,
Not really.
I made his eggs, water. He's having some of the blueberry bars, which you got on yesterday's video. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you go see it. I will link it right over here, that white bar. Anyway, today Rick is off, so we are going to go out and enjoy our day. So, yay, happy day. All right, well, let's get the day going. I gotta finish doing my hair. Okay, so we are in the car heading out, and Rick and I are going to get lunch. And it's our little date day. He's concentrating on the road.
Sorry.
They're doing road work.
Hello.
And we got this, our little Quiznos Tasty Rewards. So we're gonna get one free sub and one that we're gonna pay $5 for. We're gonna get a $5 one. And then we're gonna get some free water and go enjoy some time together. So that's gonna be our lunch. So, yay, you're excited, aren't you, honey?
Yes, ma'am.
You don't mind a bargain lunch.
It's a blessing.
It is a blessing. It's going to be fun. People always ask me about free dates. We did a lot of free dates. If you guys haven't seen, we actually did a series at Valentine's Day we called it 14 Frugal Ways to Say I Love You. I'll link it. Where is it? It's over here. Yeah, my finger will be up in the camera. I'll link you the playlist, and if you have not seen it, there are tons of ideas there for things you can do that are like cheap dates, but we had a lot of fun making those videos. My favorite one is the park video, although I really like the walk in the woods one too.
Yeah, it was fun.
But anyway, that's just me. All right, so we are heading down the road, and we'll catch you in a minute. Okay, so we're back in the car, and look, we got our lunch for a total of $6.41, and that's 2 8-inch subs, and we got 2 small cups of ice water too, so we had a drink to go with it, and we came to a park. I don't know if you can see this beautiful park we have here. But we came to a local park and ate it just for the fun of being out, but it kind of started to, it's starting to thunder and lightning a little bit. So we decided that we're going to head on over, get you over here so you can see Rick. We're gonna head on over to one of our favorite thrift stores, and we're gonna look around there. So that's what we do. So we don't really need anything. We bought everything we needed with the kids with camp, and Rick and I generally don't need anything. But if you find something that's amazing, we'll show you. So it's our date day.
Brian gets off work at 5 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock.
We had about 3 hours to waste.
3 hours.
So far, so good. We're really trying to keep it as little spending as possible. That camp about broke us. But
Yeah.
we're sure the kids are having a good time, so it's worthwhile. Okay, it's dinner time, and I'm getting ready to make our dinner. Brian is putting things in the sink because he actually just peeled and sliced up potatoes. We're gonna have potatoes again tonight because I had just a few left, and we're gonna go ahead and use those up. And let me show you what we're making. I have these chicken breast tenderloins that I had forgotten to thaw yesterday. I had planned to make chicken soup with them, but we're actually going to make something special. We're gonna make fried chicken. That's right, fried chicken, my reality. Rick is here and he has okayed the fried chicken, so we got everything ready. You can kind of see some stuff happening in the background. So the first thing, Brian's putting the water for the potatoes on. First thing I need to do with fried chicken is I need to put it in a bag and let it marinate for about 15 minutes. Normally you would do buttermilk. We don't have buttermilk. In fact, we don't even have regular milk. We just have cooking milk. And I'll link at the top if you don't know how to make cooking milk. And I'm gonna add a little bit of vinegar, just like a teaspoon or so to cooking milk. And we're gonna put that in the Ziploc bag and throw all the chicken in there and let it sit for about 15 minutes before we dredge it in the dredge we're gonna make. But I'm gonna show you that in a second. First, let me go ahead and put this in this bag, and I'll show you what it looks like. So here's my bag. And let me set it down for a second. I'm going to pour this cooking milk in here. And I really just eyeball it. That's gonna be plenty. It's all this chicken will get some kind of soak from that, and we're just gonna toss, I don't know, a couple teaspoons of vinegar in there, and that's really just gonna soften the meat and prepare it for cooking. And then basically all I'm gonna do is take all of the meat out. Let me just give it a little shake just a second. But I'm gonna take all the meat and toss it in here and just let it soak. Like I said, at least 15 minutes. You could put it in the fridge and let it sit there for a couple hours if you wanted to, but we're getting ready to make dinner, so we don't want it to sit that long. It's gonna take me 15 minutes to get the dredge ready and to get the oil prepared. So I'll show you this when it's all done. So that's zipped up. We're gonna let that sit here for about 15 minutes while we get everything else ready. Okay, so here's my pan of oil, and I'm actually using peanut oil. And it's just what I happen to have because I bought that for another time we were frying things. And it's always good when you have fried chicken. Even though I could have marinated in dill pickle juice and it would have been great like Chick-fil-A, but that's not how we're doing it. So this is just a regular fried chicken batch. So anyway, if you're scared of working with oil, let me just say this to you, okay? It's not that scary. I turned it on like a medium high, and I'm just gonna let it get hot. Here's the trick. You want water to dance off of it. And I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Excuse me one second, son. Brian is helping me out with dinner since Brianna's not around. It's not usually his thing, but all right, so I'm gonna show you this. So I just got water and I'm flicking it onto the pan. Nothing is happening. The oil is not hot yet. I will show you what it's like when the oil gets hot. It will actually kind of dance and skip across, and you will know, hey, the oil is hot. My husband actually cooked one time with oil when he didn't know how to do it and waited for it to boil. Oil will not boil, not for a very long time, okay? You don't want it to boil. You just want it to be hot enough. Now, if you're a professional, you want to do it with a thermometer. I'm not. We're just doing it till it dances. Trust me, it'll be fine. Okay, so over here we have our dredge mix ready. So here's what I have in here. I actually put in some crackers, right? Just some regular saltine crackers, and I crushed them. Just about half a sleeve. Normally I would actually use instant mashed potatoes flakes, but I was out of those, so I happen to have these. These work. I just like something that's a little bit crispier, and this is just a little bit crispier than flour, and that's just my personal preference. I'm also going to put in a little bit of flour, and this is my secret ingredient, y'all. You ready for the secret? Buttermilk pancake mix. That really gives it like a buttery flavor. You won't miss it. I happen to have a little Parmesan cheese. I thought, I'll throw that in there. We're gonna do a little onion powder, a little garlic powder, some paprika, some thyme, salt and pepper, and we're good. So let me go ahead and get this on. Okay, so now it's all in there. You can see I didn't have any specific measurements. I just kind of eyeball it. I just put a little bit of the seasonings at the top and a lot of the flour and the pancake mix and the crispy cracker mix. So I'm just going to mix this up here. After that's marinated, we'll probably need about 10 more minutes, and then we will go ahead and put it in the frying pan. I'm going to check on that oil and see if it's warm enough yet. So I threw water in there, and you can see the water makes it pop, so we're actually getting to where it's warm enough to fry chicken. Hear those little musical bells? It's perfect, okay? I'm actually going to turn it down a little bit because it's popping a little too much. A little too much for me. So we're going to turn that down to medium. We do want it to be hot because the hot is what gives it the nice brown color. But we don't want it to be too hot that it's just going to splash oil everywhere, okay? This is where it's challenging to show someone how to fry chicken, because you never know. Okay, now here's the deal. Our oil is ready. Our chicken is ready. Normally you would want some tongs to keep your fingers from getting messy, but I'm just a regular mom. I am gonna put my apron on. Anytime you work with oil, you definitely want to put your apron on because you don't want to ruin your clothes. And you will. So anyway, I'm just gonna use my hands and take the chicken from here and put it in the dredge and then put it in the oil very gently. I like it better with my hands because I feel like I control it a little better. So we're gonna put this in here, a couple pieces at a time, get it mixed up, and then we'll just stick it in the oil. Stick that in the oil. And that's a good amount of frying. Not too much, not too little. We're gonna let that fry for about 6 minutes. And then we're gonna flip it over. One other thing I want to tell you to do when you fry with oil is you need to wear shoes. I know that sounds silly, but sometimes I cook in my kitchen barefoot or in socks. One time I actually splashed oil on my foot and I got a very, very bad burn. Don't do that. Wear your shoes. So now that I've done that with my hands, I'm going to let this cook for 6 minutes and flip it over, and we'll check it for doneness here in a minute, but first I gotta wash my hands. Okay, it's been about 6 minutes, so you can see that it's kind of starting to turn brown. I did need to turn it up just a smidge because it really wasn't browning as much as I'd like. Now I will say this, it always looks a little lighter when it's in the oil. When you actually get it onto the plate, it's gonna look browner than you think. So you want it to be a little bit lighter than what you think it should be. Now, this is boneless chicken. I'm flipping it over. And we're going to do it about 6 minutes on each side. My goal, because I don't have a thermometer, is to make sure that it's nice and white on the inside. Okay? That's what I'm doing. Now, you, for your safety, should use a thermometer and check to make sure it's reached the proper temperature. I am not a food service expert. I do not know what the proper temperature is. You want to do your own research on that, but I'm just telling you what I do. And this is what we do. So it's looking good. We're going to give it a few more minutes. We have our potatoes over here boiling. And so we'll have dinner in no time. Okay, so I took this one out of the fryer, and this was the biggest one, and I just wanted to cut through real fast and see if it was still pink on the inside. And that actually looks done. Whoops, I'm tearing all the breading off. Not pink at all, nice and white. So I think these are done. I'm gonna go ahead and take the others out, and then we'll get a new batch in. Okay, so I decided to make this a full-on Southern meal. So we got the fried chicken and the mashed potatoes, and I even made some sweet tea, which I don't do normally. And then over here, this is actually deep fried collard greens. What I did was I took some frozen collard greens and I threw it into the same oil that I used to cook the chicken, because it had all that good chicken goodness in it. And then I threw the lid over it. I turned it down and let that simmer with the lid on for probably about 15 minutes. Okay, because you got to cook collard greens for a good long time. Now I'm letting it drain here on here. I'm going to sprinkle it with some salt, pepper, maybe even a little bit of sugar, and toss that, and that'll be ready. And so we're going to have, I mean, just the most Southern meal you can imagine. Look at that. Fried collard greens, mashed potatoes, and sweet tea. That's a Southern meal. It's dinner, and we're at the table with our delicious Southern meal. Let me show you what we got going on. We got fried chicken, mashed potatoes, sweet tea, and of course our fried collard greens. You excited?
Yes, ma'am.
I know you are. How about you, Brian?
Oh, looks good.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. So we are getting ready to eat. We are at the end of Food Diary Day 2. So tomorrow, heads up for tomorrow. Tomorrow night we may or may not.
Or is this day 2?
This is day 2. Day 2. Is it day 2? No, it's day 3. You're right. You're right. It's day 3. All right. So it's the end of day 3. I'm just forgetting everything. Tomorrow we're going up to see the kids at camp.
Yeah.
So Brian will not be with us. Brian is staying here and hanging out with his friend. And we are going to go up and see the kids at camp. So you might get to see them tomorrow on the video. But anyway, all right, so we're gonna eat. Rick looks so happy, he's waiting for me. You see yourself in the camera, right?
I see myself. Hello.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and eat.
Yeah.
You guys have a good day and we'll see you next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Brian.
Bye again.
This is gonna be, oh, that's a lot of oil. Bless it. It's not a little sprinkle. That's gonna be all over the counter.
No, it's not. I'm gonna fry it gently.
Here, it's gonna be horrible. God bless it. I want it tomorrow. Are you recording?
Yes.
Oh.
Going in the video. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm really glad you came to visit us here at the Fundamental Home. Make sure if you enjoyed this video that you click the like button and also click subscribe right below me for more videos coming into your inbox all the time. And also, if you enjoy social media, we've got links up at the top here for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all the other fun things. And check out thefundamentalhome.com for more information about what we're doing all the time and how we do it, because there's way more details there. And here over to the right, we have some videos that I recommend. So thanks again for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye.